Hey guys, it's Vykina here on the 5.2 PTR. I've had a few questions recently on how to open as a Fire Mage, and I know a lot of people are probably interested as well, since Fire is probably going to be the dominant spec in 5.2 again. So anyway, the opener for Fire Mage is pretty diverse. There's a lot of factors which are going to alter the duration and the output of your burst. The main factors are how much you crit and also how long you have to wait before you pop your micro for procs and trinkets and that sort of thing. If you want to see what macro I'm using to burst at the minute, you can check it out in the link in the description. It's a link to my Fire Mage guide. I've got the macro section right at the end. So I'm running with Presence of Mind, Never Tempest and Invocation. These are pretty much the obvious choices for pure single target DPS now. A great change in 5.2 for Fire is now that Scorch is baseline, we can pretty much always take Presence of Mind. I wouldn't really see anywhere where you would ever want to use the other two, because Presence of Mind it's really just giving you so many extra pyros within your burst, and it's really just helping to bump up your ignite at the start. Okay, so I'm going to run through a couple of different scenarios that could happen to you on the pull. So pretty much in every single case, you want to start by channeling your evocation, then you'll pop mirror images, pre-pot, and then hardcast a pyroblast. You're then going to put your dot onto the target. Hopefully you get an instant crit like I just did there. You're going to Inferno Blast to turn that into a Pyroblast, and as you can see right now, I'm still missing one of my trinket procs. There it is. So now I'm going to press my micro, and at this point I'm purely just spamming Pyroblast into the target, and then I'm going to combust as soon as I'm happy with the number I've got. The best time to combust is usually while your Presence of Mind Pyroblast is in the air. That is generally the time where I will use my combustion. So that try we got kind of decent procs. What I'll do now is I'll slow that video down greatly, and we'll take an even closer look at what happened. Okay, so here's that clip again, but slowed down. So we're about to do our opener here. So we're casting Evocation, which is now only a 3-second base cast, and followed by mirror images. There's the pre-pot and Pyroblast. So once this Pyroblast goes off, we're instantly going to want to put up our Mage Bomb, and as you can see there, I got an instant crit. So we're going to do a Fireball now and then queue up an Inferno Blast afterwards. So as you can see, the Fireball didn't crit, but we've got our Pyro ready. Now this Fireball does crit, but as you can see, I'm still missing one of my trinkets, so I don't want to burst quite yet. So I'm going to spend that Pyro, and right there, my trinket procs, I'm ready to burst. So now I go ahead and pop my Alter Time macro. Now within my Alter Time, I am literally just spamming Pyroblasts. As soon as I am completely out of Pyroblasts, I press the macro again to cancel it, and I continue to spam even more until I'm happy with the ignite I've got right there, and that's when I combust. And now I'm just going to carry on my standard rotation. As you may have noticed on that attempt, as I popped my macro and started my burst, my Mage Bomb actually fell off. Remember that your Mage Bomb is also applying the Pyromaniac debuff, which increases the damage you do to that target with certain spells. This is kind of something you have to decide on yourself, depending on the situation that you're in. But on this particular scenario, I decided not to refresh my Mage Bomb, because obviously I would lose my heating up proc. My trinkets were already ticking down, so in my opinion, if say 2 out of 6 of your pyros aren't under the Pyromaniac effect, it's not going to be such a huge difference in the ignite you get. In my opinion, if you get kind of unlucky and you chose to refresh your bomb there, then I can pretty much guarantee in that situation one of your trinkets would have been completely gone by the time you started your burst, and In my opinion, it's not such a big deal if, you know, two of your pyros are doing less damage over, say, you know, having an extra trinket up for your entire burst. So again, this is something you need to, you know, decide on yourself in that situation. You'll kind of know you'll get a feel for what is best to do. But yeah, definitely don't worry about, you know, your mage bomb dropping off during your initial burst. That's perfectly fine, and you know, it happens quite a lot. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this gave you a much better idea of how you should open as a Fire Mage. So remember to follow me on YouTube and Twitch for more mage tips, and check out my full Fire Mage guide, which is in the description below.